This episode is brought to you by the Big Red Button podcast.
Do you know what you'd do in a nuclear apocalypse?
Because we sure as quack don't.
See how our choices get us into trouble and back out again in this actual play podcast.
Big Red Button is for lovers of the Fallout franchise, choose your own adventures, and tabletop role-playing games rolled into one big audio drama.
Our band of stragglers is unraveling a mystery in the wasteland, and we're at the mercy of the roll of the dice.
So grab your Geiger counters, take your rat away, and subscribe to our new show, The Big Red Button.
It's True Vault Escapades! Yes, it's another case for detectives Walter and Bunny in the post-nuclear world. Today's hair-raising story, The Knife in the Back Case. While posing undercover as a raider hopeful, Detective Walter Camry infiltrates Mary's Marauders, one of the most notorious gangs in the region. With hopes of gathering intel, Camry accompanies Mary and her men on a very dangerous job in a deep cave.
Danny, you see Copperhead Johnson up there anywhere?
Yeah, that's Copperhead all right. Up there, overlooking the operation through that window. Looks pretty content with everything right now.
Good. That means he expects no hide nor hair of us. Okay, ladies and gents, make sure you're locked and loaded. When Danny gives the signal, move forward behind those crates. Then wait for mine to start blasting these fools.
Yes, boss. Let's give it to these freaks.
On your call, Danny.
Okay, move up.
Come on!
Wait. Now!
Give them all you got, boys.
Get Johnson! Don't let him escape!
Sir, what in the heck is going on down there? I was only trying to log this week's shipments, and...
It's Mary Olstein's group, Morgan. Looks as though she's finally worked up enough guts to try me right here at home. Sneak attack, huh? Not usually her style. She must have some outside help here.
But what do we do, sir?
We wait. If she doesn't make it here, that's the end of it. If we push her back home, well, Hoover Dam won't be the only war New Vegas will be talking about.
Hey, look out! Dang it! Danny, hit those idiot snipers on the catwalk!
I'll do you one better.
Good kill. Let's move up. There's no way their reinforcements can catch up with them at this rate.
Mary, look out!
Hey, thanks.
Don't mention it. Come on, let's cut the head off this snake, eh?
Couldn't have said it better. Move up, men. Head for the upper floor. Watch for incoming backup.
Boss, Mr. Johnson, sir. We seem to be losing numbers by the second. When are the rest coming from deeper in the canals?
They won't be. Not at this rate.
What?
At the rate we're losing men, the other foot soldiers won't register the trouble we're in until it's all over.
Excuse me?
You heard what I said. I have to say, she really outdid herself on this one today. Completely covert till the last moment. And no way he could have penetrated this far without doing away with the entirety of the outer guard. All those men she let die. and she finally gets it right.
I hope what I'm hearing is not you congratulating her.
No.
Good.
Not until she actually finishes the job this time.
What?
Coming down the stairs, right there.
Woohoo! Old Cop Johnson didn't expect this now, did he?
See? I told you it would work.
All right, let's not get too comfortable yet. We still have this hallway to clear. Then we can celebrate.
Don't worry, Danny. We got these idiots backed against a wall.
Still.
Nah, Danny's right. Stay in formation. Guns over shoulders, everyone. Let's finish this off.
Only a few guarding the door. Open fire.
Clear.
Good. You boys stay behind me with guns ready. I want to meet this rapscallion face to face.
Let me handle this, Mary. Your emotions can and will get the better of you. And you know how Copperhead still has you warped.
The mental control ends here, Danny. With this, I'll finally be my own woman again.
I won't argue against you. I know better than that. Just keep it tactful. All because we pulverized his men doesn't mean he hasn't a trick up his sleeve.
I know that. Believe me, Danny, I know that.
You guys gonna need charges, or are you hacking the door? Either way, we should make this quick, boss. The rest of the party should have heard all this by now.
Yeah, hand them...
Wait. Someone's opening the door from the inside.
Here we go.
Mary Alstein, a pleasure to finally see you this close again. I must say, I'm flattered to see you fight this hard to visit me like this again.
Don't flatter yourself, Johnson. It's been a bit, but I'm afraid this is the last we'll be seeing each other.
A shame. But regardless, even after the number of forces I've given Sandy graves to, so many choose to follow them in their footsteps. Tell me, everyone, what ridiculous compensation does this treacherous witch offer you to fight for her honor? 50? 150 a day? To lick her boots clean? How old has the old-fashioned way of operating as raiders gotten you? You're probably losing friends left and right before the sun sets, right? You're expendable to her. When she was my personal slave, I had intended the best leadership skills for her once she'd proven worthy. But no, her disobedience got the better of her, and she ran off to give birth to you folks. You people probably have no idea what disobedience means, do you? Okay, how about this? A language you can all understand. 50,000 caps. 50,000 caps for those who pull the trigger on this woman.
I think you should all very much consider his offer. I'm his personal assistant, and I can attest to his claims. Mr. Johnson has that, and much, much more to accommodate you.
Is anyone else up for more talking? Or putting an end to this war, once and for all? Thought so. What's your plan now, Copperhead? You always warned me if I ran away, you'd say I'd remember my own death, even in the afterlife. That I would never get away. But look at me now. I got away, and I get my revenge. I mean, what am I supposed to say now? Got any last words? Open fire! Tables turn in the best of ways, don't they? I guess that solves that, huh?
Hey, you did it.
I told you I could do it. But, hey, I couldn't have done it without you. We couldn't have done it without you. I don't know where you get planning like that, friend, but you have opened me up to a new world of fighting.
Don't mention it, boss. I just hope I can make this a regular thing between us, Mary.
Hey, after this debacle, you got it. But we should get going before the others come. I can't wait for them to find their boss like this.
Well, all right. Let's take what we can find and get out of here, eh?
Good idea. Gonna take old Copperhead's trigger finger with me. Make sure everyone else gets the memo to split, okay?
Gotcha. All right, everyone. Good kills. A lot of you. Now snag all you can get and skedaddle. No need to lose any more of your hinds after a day like today, eh?
So, did we win?
You bet your hide we did. And I couldn't have done it without you, Danny.
Don't kid yourself. You were the one who pulled the trigger at the end of the day.
Well, I wouldn't have got there without those crazy military tactics of yours. Go grab yourself a drink, everybody. I won't know you're happy unless you're blackout drunk tonight. Come with me, Danny. I gotta show you something.
I hope you're not taking me back here to tell me that wasn't Copperhead or something.
No, nothing like that. You're probably surprised I haven't joined the rest of the runts back there already.
Well, yeah. Is everything all right?
Oh, with dear old Mr. Johnson gone, I'm right as rain. For you, however.
Okay, Mary. If it's fear you want to strike in me, you're one heck of a cobra.
Oh, Danny. What do you have to be scared of? With all that tactfulness you showed me back there, we should be afraid of you more than anything.
Then what's this about? Oh. Hey, fellas.
Nice and easy, Danny.
If it's a rat you think I am, you're about to ruin a great day for both of us.
Just tell us when, Mary.
You know what to do. And don't go easy on him.
Mary, wait! What did I...
Okay. I think he's had enough. You good, Danny? Here, grab my hand. Daniel Kilgore. Not only did you approach our fold expecting nothing in return but the thrill of the hunt and a place to stay, you fought by my side and helped me successfully remove one of the biggest thorns in our side since the NCR. You've done more in 3 weeks than some of my eldest members have done in their whole lives. And dadgummit, if that don't mean something, I don't know what does. You've completed the initiation, and I'm proud to call you my brother-in-arms. Welcome to Mary's Marauders. Now let's go party! Yeah! Morning, handsome. You alright?
Head hurts like crazy. Can't tell if it's from the beating or the booze.
Believe me, it was the booze. You've taken harder hits than that before.
So, last night, does that make me official?
Yes, sir. You are now a supporting role in this big cast we call a family.
I hope that doesn't mean I'm sharing a chamber with my...
Ew, no. Not that kind of family. Gosh.
Just kidding. Yeah, I've been in quite a share of bands in my time, but not as serious as this.
Well, I can guarantee you those old bands fizzled up completely or found their 100th replacement in your spot already. No one, not even a street gang, can truly survive without legitimate kinship.
Is that why Copperhead bit it?
No. He just got careless. All that time, all those losses. I was thinking with my heart, not my head. And he knew I'd do that. That's why you helped yesterday happen. Isn't it grand?
I'm not here to be your training wheels, Mary.
Not my training wheels. More like a push I didn't know I needed.
We still have to meet with those Viper Slingers today.
Yes, Danny dear.
Oh, even after a day like yesterday?
I'd usually have the others handle chem trades, but the Vipers have a leader present. And it's only custom to have the other party's leader there, too.
Oh, really? Which one?
Ronald, or something. I think it's Roland, though. This isn't any ordinary trade, either. We might be dealing with a long-term relationship here. And I don't want to fumble this.
Makes sense. I'd be careful, though, Mary. The Vipers earn their salt and all out here, but they use their own supply. The only reason they're opening talks is probably because they're running out of caps to rub together.
Noted. To be honest, we'd be killing two birds with one stone on this one, if we can close a deal. Those bozos open fire on people just for straying too close. If we can put a stop to that, for our folks, maybe my runners can walk a little safer out there.
Well, besides me, bring your best guns along.
Way ahead of you, Danny. Let's just get this over with.
Camp McCarran? Camp McCarran? This is Detective Walter Camry.
How many claws does a death claw have?
Enough to kill you.
Access granted. I have to say, we were worried about you, Detective.
Well, I'm here now. Hurry. Get me on the phone with Humphreys before someone catches me.
Putting you through now.
Walter! Boy, am I glad to hear your voice. This mission wasn't fully formed yet, but you sure as heck filled out the holes in it. How are you? What all did you find?
Brotherhood, Lieutenant. True brotherhood. Not the faction, but the actual phrase. I apologize for not getting back to you sooner. I didn't have a chance. I came in as a foot soldier for the first week, but now, me and Mary are in deep.
What? Incredible, Walter. And so quickly. How did that pan out?
On a rickety foundation at first, that's for sure. No doubt I was getting a few eyes facing my way. But everything changed the moment I was able to provide some input regarding our first raids. I can't believe how long some of these groups have thrived, Humphreys. Sometimes they formulate the best way to enter a hideout, but beyond that, everything's just guns blazing and crossed fingers. Mary really took a liking to my way of thinking, so we hit it off, to the nth degree.
Oh! Who knew your full name was Walter Casanova, Camry? That's a surprise and a half. But hey, that's good. You might be the first man she met who could count to 3. Are you okay with that?
Hey, it beats the guessing game of wondering if she was going to kill me the next day. But nah, I may hate it on Bunny's behalf, but I've got to say, Lieutenant, she's a real catch, this one. In fact, she may just be the smartest leader a band of hopped-up marauders could ever wish for. She has passion, a sense of family, and a real keen eye for longevity. It's a familiar good sense of morality, but a bitter taste of duty.
Don't get all caught up in the life again, Walter. The group you were pretending to serve is responsible for some of the worst terror attacks on the NCR since the Powder Gang Wars. And this band pushes armor and chems to the people of Freeside thus far. Do they have good qualities? Sure. Do they still make the choice to offer their talents to the devil? Just the same.
I know that. I've got to say, Mary can sure be a softie with me, but the brutality she and her hounds show on the battlefield is nothing short of animalistic. It's an odd world here, Humphreys.
As expected, my friend. What are you in for today?
A dubious deal with the Vipers, I'm afraid. Mary wants to close a drug deal with them in an effort to make money and dampen tensions between the two of them. I reluctantly agreed to the idea, so we're headed out in a moment.
Vipers? Ugh, not those freaks. That sounds like...
Has ambush written all over it? Yeah, I know.
Do you want me to send you a sniper? They'd be good. So far away, either party would be none the wiser. Wouldn't hurt, if the worst were to happen.
You know, sure. I'm normally a bit too proud for that stuff, but this is a unique situation.
Glad to hear it. Go ahead and tell me which rundown shack you raiders will be meeting.
All right, here's the spot. It's hilly up there, so there's lots of good places to set a sniper. You know, these guys are way past their prime, right? I mean, they used to be one heck of a band in California. But the only thing that separates them from any other rated group is the name.
Oh yeah, wise guy? Then what does that make us?
Well, not particularly better by any means, but a little more dignified.
I know I gave you all the talk about being better glued together, but there's still honor among thieves. I know the Vipers don't have respect anymore. But we're not here for that. We're here for mutually assured safety between our gangs, not friendship.
Can you trust them enough?
We'll be finding out here and now.
You figured out the guy's name yet?
Of course I did. Roland Faust. Apparently a descendant of the first guy who led the Vipers. It's bullcrap, though. These fools stopped caring about that lineage stuff eons ago.
Interesting.
Roland, it's nice to meet the man responsible for yet another pain in the NCR's rear.
Not a chance, baby. Other way around, really. Lost 40 boys last month alone. The bear calls us target practice.
Well, I'm sorry.
And 40 more popped up right after. Put her there, Miss Mary.
I'm glad to see they can't put you down. Ain't gonna lie, I never expected you fellas to be the talking type.
We usually keep to ourselves. But after our last leader was indisposed, I've been doing my darndest to get with the program and expand our outreach.
God, Roland, that's really good. So, you hear about Copperhead?
Hear about it? We heard the darn thing go down last night. Thought we were getting an earthquake at first. Then one of my scouts gets back to me with the real news, and I couldn't believe my ears. Thanks for the loot. Gonna miss that silver-tongued idiot, though.
You can thank my new best buddy Danny here for that brilliant plan. Otherwise, we may not even be having this meeting here. And the spoils? Consider that a precursor to all the benefits we can have you guys rolling in.
Ah, you think ahead. See, that's what I like about Mary's Marauders. A little less known for their brutality and more for their business acumen. Far as I know, you don't have all that big a clientele yet.
And the best chems on the market money can buy. You were smart to reach out to us. Again, though, kinda shocked you of all groups got the jump on us first for this.
Hey, what can I say? Brave new world. Legion crossed the river like they owned the place. Vegas is getting a lot more exclusive. And yet people are still pouring in like the Mojave ain't a gated community. Sounds to me the only ones who can make it out here are the ones who can bring in bank and do a little killing on the side. You, may not know it. You're kind of a trendsetter out here.
Well, I'm happy to see I'm the gold standard for cutthroats and junkies out here. Lets me know I'm making a difference. So, how about we make some more history, Roland?
Well, I'd certainly like to see all of what you got.
Here.
Yeah?
That's Mama Mary's special jet. Made with our special stills for keeping the cloudy stuff out. Mark my words, Vipers. This is the most primo junk you're ever going to get your hands on out here. Once you get this stuff in your nose, you won't want the street garbage anymore. Nor will your customers.
Whoa. I mean, whoa.
Yep. Just like Ma used to make.
How'd you even make that?
Secret family recipe, my friend, and it's sorta made with love, whatever that counts for in chems.
And, same applies for your...
Medex, Psycho, Steady. It's collected, checked, and mixed with our special ingredients before going through the stills. You aren't just buying good stuff when you buy through us, you're buying insurance. It's kept us fed with a roof over our heads for this long. Why not you?
I'm surprised none of your boys ain't killed you over this by now. I mean, this is some primo stuff right here.
But I'm the only one who knows the recipe. That's probably why they haven't.
That flash. Up there in the mountain. That's the NCR sniper for sure. Nothing's ringing off alarm bells right now. We just need to find a way to change hands quick, before anything goes south. Everyone seems to be in good spirits, but those Vipers can't fool anyone. They're all itching themselves like they haven't had a hit in a good hour or so.
So, how's about we start getting through the hard part and talk some numbers, eh?
Don't worry about that.
Oh yeah? Why not? That's, something I kinda need to worry about.
Nah, I mean, we can't really count to save our lives, unlike you all.
Is that right?
Well, we called, because now we have the means to, unlike last week and so forth. Yo, Jackie, give him the latest score.
Oh? Oof. Wow. That's a lot of caps there. You said you got this from a score?
Big raid on a factory yesterday morning. That and some of it was pulled together by us.
Uh-huh.
Look, we'll start counting out your future pay between us, but now just give us all you got for as many as that's all worth.
Okay then. This is pretty generous, don't you think?
We get a bad rap, and between you and me, we do deserve it. But this is just a gesture of good faith between us, huh? You can deliver, and we can do it right back. Count it all out if you want, and give us what you feel it's worth. If we overspent, just arrange a meeting to swap the difference tomorrow.
Sure. Seriously, thanks, Roland. Danny, pass this over to the others and have them just unload all the material we brought.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, man, ain't I seen your face before? What was it, Danny?
Nope. Don't think we've met.
You sure? Well, maybe not met, but swear I seen your face somewhere.
Well, I don't want to sour the mood, but I used to fly solo most of my life in these parts before finding Mary, so I might have come across your boys in the past under not-so-nice circumstances.
Yeah, and probably out of self-defense, too. Ought to be a good shot, then. It's tough to kill junkies like us with just one bullet.
You know your men well, Roland, because that's exactly how it went down.
Okay, that should be all the stuff we have on the deck right now.
Nice. You want to set this little meeting up, say, once a month?
Of course, that sounds perfect. I'd keep this stuff away from your men if you plan on selling it, though. It's tough to resist. That is, unless you're using it yourself. I don't really care which.
Yeah, thanks for the business. We'll dull it out in the outer Vegas cities if that's okay. You're not expecting a kickback, right?
Hey, I'm not some grouch who pisses on territory every few days. Feel free to take it anywhere you'd like. Because at the end of the day, I'm the one they'll come running to for the quality stuff. Just know our families are the same now, huh? We've got a lot of bullets headed our way. But no more between us.
Hey, you got it. You're good people, Mary. Hard to find someone worth dealing with out here who ain't half dead from heat stroke.
Likewise, Mr. Faust. We'll be on standby for your call in a month. Thanks again.
No, thank you. All right, boys, let's saddle up and move them out. I want to be home before someone gets any bright ideas and takes the goods. All right, let's move it. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Right as I turned to join the gang and walking back home, I saw the glimmer of the sniper scope was gone. Exactly where I once saw it was a man the size of an ant, seeming to walk back to wherever he came from. No need for overhead support today, not even a sliver of tension between the two leaders. But it looks like Roland keeps up in current events because he almost ID'd me in front of everyone, and there's not enough sniper support to save me from two gangs at once. Say your prayers tonight, Walter. You dodged a bullet today. Tons of them.
We'll return to our story after this. And now, back to our story.
What do you mean the caps are fake?
I mean, it's because they're fake. I knew something was up the first moment you told me the Vipers were interested in this deal.
But I don't understand. We looked through them. These are real, clean caps.
Yeah, too clean.
What do you mean?
These, for instance. What is something you can tell me about them that's all too similar,
The things look brand new.
Right, but that's only the surface of our issue. See here? The ridges. They're all perfectly aligned. No bends, no dents, nothing. But the real kicker for me? Each one, every last one of them, is a Sunset Sarsaparilla bottle cap.
Ugh, yes, Danny, I see that. We get those sodas a lot more than the Nuka-Colas everywhere else. And besides, the only thing that changes these from the usual money is that they're shiny.
No, I don't think you understand. You know me. I've been around the block. But this kind of crime is treated a lot more seriously than you might think. The Crimson Caravan Company in particular is very hell-bent on this stuff. Ah, now it makes sense.
What? What does?
Their leader, Roland. He mentioned getting these from a raid very recently. Wouldn't be surprised if that was from one of the sarsaparilla factories around here. In fact, it makes perfect sense. Alice McLafferty has been paying mercs to destroy as many as they can find, and I assume Roland got to one before the Crimson Caravan did. It may be a stretch, but it's a sure one.
I hate to butt in, boss, but I think he's right. No merchant or buyer with their salt is going to look at this without asking questions. I've seen this before in New Vegas. Never end well.
Exactly. These are usually mixed into handfuls of real caps for quick transactions and cheap gambling tricks. But for the amount the Vipers paid us...
Yeah, this is an all-new low. I don't want to admit it, but I have to. We've been had.
Call's all yours, Mary. We can take the risk. Dress these caps up. Try our luck on the market with them. But the moment someone catches on and reports us to the Crimson Caravan or the NCR, it's curtains. And you know they'll use any excuse to chase us.
All right, you two. Gather our best weapons and split the men in half. I want an arsenal. You hear me? An arsenal!
Yes, ma'am.
Break out the special rounds, too. No screw-ups this time. These vipers just bit the hand that fed it, and I'm not letting this slide without an example, eh? Whatever's left of these losers, it's coming to an end before dawn. I want their heads on pikes all around their base with my signature carved into their foreheads. Nobody messes with Mary's Marauders like this. Nobody!
So, tonight?
No, not tonight. Early morning, between 3 and 5. I need you to help me find where exactly it is they crash so we can surround the place. I want entryways, exits, and windows our snipers can focus on. Can you do that before then?
You got it, boss.
This is most definitely going to cost us a lot of brothers and sisters, Danny, but I'm convinced. If any of the Wasteland's big players trace phony money back to us, we might as well make our own gravestones.
Believe me, Mary, any of the losses we sustain tomorrow will not have been in vain when the entirety of the family is at risk.
I know that, hun. I've gotta prepare some things, address the troops, then I'll meet you at my chambers, alright? We need as much sleep as time can offer.
I'll be there, and don't worry. I'll get a hold of our scouts and have a good outline of the place before we're ready.
Thanks, Danny. Don't be long.
Trust me, I won't.
And were they really counterfeit bottle caps?
100%. The anger is warranted on their part, but they wouldn't have noticed it if it weren't for me.
Come to think of it, that could have been your cue to leave if you wanted. First smell of phony currency in the air from these guys, and they've already painted a huge target on their backs.
I know it's a newer scheme, but I will admit that I did my best to blow the true seriousness of it out of proportion.
Yeah, that Alison McLafferty really has a bone to pick with fakers these days. It can be a huge hit to the wasteland economy if it continues. So, is she treating this as seriously as you make it sound?
Yes, she's literally splitting the brunt of her force 50-50. This should give you a good opportunity to call a raid on the base where I'm at, just like we planned.
Great, Walter. With her numbers at a disadvantage, we should be able to attack and seize anything of value in that cave. In fact, we've got some new rangers that arrived from Camp Gulf to beef up security around here in McCarran. That way, we can hit both halves of this cake.
What? What do you mean?
Well, with so many things happening in and around the Vegas area, and the Legion boys getting so bald now that they're across the river, the higher-ups have really been trying to even out the best and the brightest to our more important locations. That, and there are supposedly some veteran rangers coming in from California to assist the Hoover Dam conflict. Should be exciting.
I'm glad to hear that, but do you think it's necessary to stage an attack at the Viper hideout with them? There's already going to be so much chaos around there.
Well, what do you mean, Walter?
Look, it's a stroke of strategic genius if you rule out the fact that there's already about to be tons of bloodshed between Mary's Marauders and the Vipers. With your boys on top of that, it will only amplify the confusion, and potentially earn a few unnecessary holes for the troopers.
I suppose I haven't thought of that possibility. I'd usually do everything in my power to put a dent in some raiders, but I think I understand that logic. Why get ourselves involved when two of our enemies are about to kill each other for us?
Exactly.
I agree with you, Walter. But what do you propose we do with the remainder of the Marauders?
Easy. Wait for them to come back and get ready for them. It's not like they'll be ready for another fight. They'll be injured and exhausted, only to have the troopers and rangers holding them at the business end of their barrels.
I love it, Walter. Love it. Well, I'll bring this up to the others and get this version of the plan passed. No way they'll say no to this. It's like poetic in some bizarre way.
All right. Keep me posted if they say otherwise, all right? I'll be with those lunatics when they confront the Vipers, and I don't want to accidentally catch a bullet from one of your men.
Of course, Walter. I wouldn't let them have this happen without telling you. Thing is, I believe they'll love what you put on the table just now. Until then, Stay frosty, partner.
As always. See you again, Lieutenant. Oh, Mary, I sunk my claws into you. But little do you know, you did the same to me. Only way I can hope to bring you in alive is if you survive the Vipers and find it in your heart to put your hand up when the time comes.
All of this mess is making me feel outdated.
How so?
Well, the fact we don't know about what goes on out there enough has given me pause.
Oh, Mary, it's a niche market that only recently started being prosecuted. You're just fine. What really shocks me more than anything is the fact that the Vipers were smart enough to wise up to it. They don't seem to be the thinking type.
Well, that's just it. Those hopped-up trash bags of human beings were smart enough to pick up on that plan. Part of me thinks we've gotten too comfortable running things the traditional way. Not expanding our options makes me question our longevity.
You mean expanding to other rackets?
Yeah, or... No, it's stupid.
What? What's stupid?
No, I was just... It's been on my mind for a while now, but it's more of a pipe dream than anything. I thought about, well, maybe, I don't know, going legit? In some way?
Wow, that's really innovative of you, Mary.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, look at the three families in the New Vegas Strip. Granted, they were recruited by Mr. House, but they had not even half of what this gang does, and look at them now. Or perhaps the Van Graffs even. They basically run a mafia, but it's still a legally bound business for the plasma weapons trade. It just takes talking to the right people is all. What? You want to take a swing at it?
Yeah, I mean, we literally have the best dope this side of the West. And it's no secret in some circles they come to us for it. Heck, I heard a rumor that one of our clients buys a shipment each year to take back to California for a few of the NCR senators there. Maybe I'm just thinking big here. Or maybe I'm getting embarrassed that we're still confined to this same old cave so many years later.
We're literally a hole in the wall.
Hey, yeah. But why not be a hole in the wall somewhere in the back alley in Freeside someday? I don't even care if we have to pony up a portion to the King's gang there, as long as we can climb up the ladder a little bit and stop looking over our shoulders so hard. I won't lie to you, Danny, this desert gang crap is getting old. Mighty old.
You're worth more, Mary, and you recognize that. You're the boss here, so I won't tell you what to do. But I would consider making a plan for that before long. You're onto something, girl.
Yeah. I think I will. After tomorrow.
Yeah. After tomorrow. This guy Roland is really out here trying to reestablish the Viper's influence. This HQ building looks like it used to be an old pre-war military facility.
Hope he enjoyed it. After this, what remains of those junkies are going straight back to their former cave dens.
Alright, what's the deal, man? Oh. Mary! Hey, nice to see you again, doll. With all your, friends. I don't recall ever telling you where we kept the roof over our heads.
Didn't need to. Danny here found you guys pretty easily.
Uh-huh. So, what can we do for you? Looking to quicken up that deal we talked about, or maybe merge groups? Have enough hideouts to dull you out, but no one else can stay here at the HQ, you know? No more beds.
Show them what we're here for, Danny.
Sure.
What the hell is this? These caps are yours. We don't want them anymore.
I don't know, you tell me. Do you think we're so stupid to have thought these caps would have fooled us after we got a good look at them?
Hey, that's good, though. Look, we don't like to reveal company secrets, but I'll give you this one since you seem concerned. We got our hands on these from a raid at a soda factory. Believe it or not, we got this lead on a safe over there that got them, and
Cut the crap, Roland. We know you were in the sarsaparilla factory, and we know you found out about the bottle cap press. Take this mess back and return every last ounce of the junk we sold you.
About that, Let me guess. There's not even a scrap of our stuff left.
No, well, it's there, but just not all of it.
Oh, really? What a surprise. That's fine, just fine. In that case, you can go back in your cute little ruin and fish out all 2,000 caps worth of stuff to make up for it. And don't look me in the eyes again and lie. I know you got a personal stash of the good stuff. Best not delay. My men are getting agitated.
This is just bad mojo right here. Just bad energy. What if you, called half your guys here off so we could talk, huh? One-on-one.
Nope. Now go back inside so we can put all this behind us and never work with you again.
Uh-huh. And, I hate to sound cliche here, but... Or what?
Well, I didn't bring all my friends here for tea.
You guys are really starting to piss me off, huh? You don't like our money? That's fine. But you should have been smart enough to check out what you liked or what you didn't like yesterday in the desert. Now you want us to cough up consumables that aren't here anymore? You're asking for the impossible. You want the truth about it? The reimbursement you want ain't gonna happen. It's just not there, and you aren't gonna get it. The money? It's good. Real good. Have you tried it? Yeah, I didn't think so.
We didn't try it because we didn't want to get picked up by the feds. You boys know what you were doing. You thought it would work, but it didn't. Now I'm giving you a chance here to make amends by returning back what we gave to you for free. Get all party and fake flustered all you want to, but you and I know darn well that only one of us here has room to be angry. What? Do you think just because you managed to organize a bunch of no-name has-beens together again, that you have any sort of dominion out here? You've got to earn your respect out here in these wastes. And so far, you already dropped the ball.
Is that so?
Very much so.
All right, babe. Walk away now.
We already told you we would if we got our chems back.
And we already told you they're gone. So you back up out of here, or we'll end your little gang. Right here, right now.
You're bluffing. You know we've got more boys and girls back home who are ready to come here right now and help finish you guys off the moment you open fire. And this time it won't be remnants. Every last member of the Vipers will be as dead as the old world.
Oh yeah, tough guy? Vipers don't go down easy. And quite frankly, Mary, we don't need your permission to live here. Now, I already given you enough chances. If I don't see your backsides heading that way in 2 seconds...
Hey, we got company. Looks like NCR.
What?
What? Where are they?
Coming up over that ridge. Looks like Rangers. I think...
Kill them! Kill them all, man! Waste them! All of them!
Don't let any of them make it out of this alive!
Mary, wait! Darn it! What the heck is the NCR doing? I thought they were staying away from here. Hello? Hello? Come in. This is Detective Camry. I repeat, this is Detective Camry. I need to know what's going on at the Viper camp. I'm under heavy fire and need an update. Hello? Humphreys! Anybody! We've got rangers and 2 gangs in a free-for-all over here. I need help. Ugh. I need to get a hold of Mary. There's no turning back from this now. I need to arrest her before she gets herself killed. Where is she? I don't see her down here.
Hey, thanks. That crazy junkie was getting the upper hand on me.
Mary, where is she? I need to find her.
Mary? She's upstairs, I think. Top floor, possibly. Roland ran straight inside and she was riding his coattails.
Thanks. Second floor, no Mary. Need to head up to the 3rd. Almost there. Where is she? I don't see her here.
Danny! Maria's upstairs on the roof. I think she needs help.
Is that the ladder right there?
Yeah, hurry.
Thanks. There they are. Mary! Hold it right there, Roland.
Crap!
Get your hands off my boss.
You're just in time. I was fighting him alone with nothing but my fists and his metal armor.
Are you hurt?
No, yeah. Roland saw me chasing after him and hid around the corner where he jumped me. Cheap shot. You know how his type is.
You're the one who took a cheap shot. Stupid, ugly witch.
Excuse me, Danny. If you don't mind me borrowing your knife for a second, I'm gonna shut this guy up once and for all.
Fine by me.
Wait. Your name's not Danny.
What the hell are you talking about?
Sounds like a stupid last-ditch effort to me. Who's Mary, then?
No. I knew I recognized you from somewhere before. You're that Vegas cat who goes around with the girl. You're a detective.
You really want to pull that bunk right before you die?
No. I'm telling the truth. That guy's a narc, Mary. Big one.
Well, that puts an end to the head of the snake. Pun intended. Now, we just need to get ourselves out of this mess and get back home in one piece. We better get back inside.
Yeah, and we sure as heck don't want the NCR seeing your face on the way.
Good point. I'll tell the fellas to head for the hills as soon as they get the chance. First, we better get the rest of those vipers off their backs, eh?
Gotcha. After you.
Confirmed! Raiders in sight! Open fire!
NCR, right there. He's got a grenade launcher.
Get inside, quick!
Too late. Oh,
Hey, you there. Are you with me? Hey, there you are. Just take a few deep breaths for me, partner. You're lucky none of that heavy rubble collapsed on top of you.
What happened?
You lived, buddy. One of our guys hit the facility with a launcher. Whole place came crashing down like a bundle of bricks. A few handfuls of you made it out alive. They're being hauled off to the nearest correctional facility as we speak.
Way to think about your guy on the inside.
We're sorry. The orders were to keep it guns and bullets only. But with the amount of these guys shooting back at us, we had no other choice. Us Rangers have dealt with countless Raider duels, but the kind of firefight that happened here today, well, it's more than we could chew with a traditional approach.
Where's Mary? Is she in custody?
Mary, the leader?
Yeah.
She's right over there with the field medic. She ain't doing too good either. Detective, what's wrong?
What happened to her? Was she crushed?
No. Well, she did come out of the wreckage on her own, but then proceeded to open fire on a few of our men. She sustained a gunshot to her face and, well, collapsed. Only then did we know who she was. I wish we would have. Orders were to make any attempt necessary to keep her alive, but...
Is she gone?
No, but don't expect her to make it, I'm afraid. We won't have her over to a proper hospital before she loses too much blood.
Oh no. Mary? Mary, it's me, Danny. Mary? Please tell me you're all right. You fought worse, right? That's it, Mary, that's it. Gosh, they banged you up pretty good, didn't they?
Danny?
That's right, it's me, Danny. Those NCR boys hit us something fierce, huh?
Yeah.
This is Ranger Squad A to Ranger Squad B. We're reporting a successful mission at the Marauder Cave. Repeat, a successful mission at the Marauder Cave. Only one minor injury to report. No casualties on our end. No stragglers or prisoners taken thus far. If there's no support needed on your side of the Mojave, we'll begin a thorough search of the compound. Over.
Then it looks like it was a success. A risky one, but one that didn't take one of our guys.
Danny, behind you. Behind you. Behind you. NCR. Right there.
We shouldn't leave her here. Best put her out of her misery.
Danny.
Nothing can be done for her, Walter. I know you may have gained an affinity for them, but that's common in jobs like these. Some of us Rangers even get a taste of it. But it's best to remember how many people she's put in the ground who never asked for it. The poison she pumps out there, killing so many.
I know. I'm sorry about this, Mary. I'm so sorry.
Walter? Did you... Walter?
I'm sorry. It wasn't supposed to end like this.
Walter. Walter.
Mary, I said I'm sorry.
Well, she's gone. Whew, no doubt about it.
Why did you bunch of idiots switch up on me at the last second? What in heaven's name kind of Rangers are you anyway?
But Walter, we were following orders.
From whom, huh? The plan was to ambush this group of marauders while you all went and cleared out the cave.
Sir, you must not have been updated. That plan was looked at and scrapped last night. If I were you, I'd get mad at whoever was in charge of contacting you and not the people who did their jobs.
Humphreys would never leave me hanging like that, especially if my life were on the line.
The lieutenant? He brought it up, but was transferred elsewhere to handle another job.
And no one thought to inform me?
Look, no doubt somebody screwed up, and we'll get him. Just be glad you're alive, okay? I'll admit we overestimated the numbers we'd be facing here, but you handled yourself perfectly, Camry. Once we get back to McCarran, we'll get this all sorted out, okay?
I promised myself I'd get her out alive.
What's that?
I said sure. Just make sure whoever's in charge of keeping an open line with me is flayed for this, or I'm going to be having serious problems with the NCR.
Yeah, you got it.
Let's go then. I can't stand the look of this place anymore.
Sir.
The episode you just heard was written and produced by Preston Hardin, edited and mixed by Ethan Walsh. In our cast, Walter Camry was voiced by Eric Huffman, Humphreys by Philip Sacramento, Mary by Kari Schultens, Roland by Roxanne Fleetwood, Copperhead by Patrick Jaxis Conway, Morgan by Mike Tyson, NCR Rangers by Josh Smith and Preston Hardin, Raiders and Vipers by Roxanne Fleetwood, Austin Rogers, and Joshua L. Belmonte. This episode was made possible by our wonderful A-Bomb Radio patrons. To Michelle, Joel Jackal, Krista Darkley, George Stocko, Plagu, Keegan Pratt, Oakley Wright, Tysonator, Mike Gregory, Don McCormack, Brian Snyder, Lost Paws Jr., Brandon Cullison, Jorge Vega, Alex Roberts, Hodgepodge the Cardboard Wolf, Jackson Little, Critical Clown, John Baker, Kylar Skulkin, Skygon, Van Hoffenheimer, Joseph Washer, Dean Calipoy, Joshua Riley, Desmond Irons, Undercover Squirrel, Jordan Dickey, Austin Moody, Jonathan LaRue, Rage Quit Jackson, and Ben Whiteley. None of this could be possible without your continued support. Why don't you join this list of amazing people by joining the Dear Listener tier on the official A-Bomb Radio Patreon? Just visit patreon.com/ABombRadio to get started today. Get access to real-time production updates, behind-the-scenes goodies, and exclusive merchandise. Remember that you, yes you, can make a major contribution to the show by simply leaving a rating and sharing with your friends and fellow Fallout fans. Don't forget that we're now a radio mod. Take the adventures of Walter and Bunny with you in Fallout 4 with our personalized True Vault Escapades Pip-Boy station. Available on both PC and Xbox right now.
You've been listening to a Robots Radio podcast. Smart shows for interesting